it hot, call it compound. Just for my niggas, put the guns in the drugs down. Dwelling in peace till the Lord call for the prepare slaughter. We bout to bombard their whole operation. Certified priest, prophesying this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth docile. That's why we on the corner, crying out loud, looking hot style. It's UPK style. Can't stop now. Find this warfare couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till it's down. Enough with this shit. I'm about to make it hot, call it compound. Just for my niggas, put the guns in the drugs down. Dwelling in how to decide my death. Ain't got beside yourself. Swore drawn for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies and it bitch. Ain't got no love for the crackers. Nah, just cruel intentions. And in my father's house is spinning mansions. I got plenty bitch for the Avengers. This your death sentence. I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, slaughter. That they do not rise. Go in and fill the world with lies. Ain't die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. That's right. Talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end this deal. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah. Now they shook from vicious words out this handed book. About to take these rappers back to school. My flow sanded hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hand down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in the bench, I see hordes in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' vote for them to free me. No. They beat us till we the color purple. That's why this knife till they broke like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she pleased as I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you mean? I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, slaughter. That they do not rise. Go in and fill the world with lies. Ain't die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. That's right. Talking to you. So warn for your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hit here till the devil's done the end this deal. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's a police officer over there did it with the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, slaughter. That they do not rise. Go in and fill the world with lies. Ain't die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. That's right. Talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end this deal. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my house. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So
cops killing niggas, man. Marching ain't gonna help. Protesting ain't gonna help us, man.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me. Gray skies overhead just isn't looking likely, but I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee, and I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy on
Man, this
me.
shit ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't no joke. Like the boy cried wolf, I ain't blowing no smoke. You don't gotta look far to see it, ain't no hope in this fucked up world. I'm just trying to stay afloat. I grew up in the ghetto in the middle of the streets, HELL, the belly of the beast. Things getting around, I wasn't no Lord talking about breaking out lease. Goddamn, what's next? My girl broke up with your boy and she did it in a text that if I couldn't have nothing that I could have love besides love for the money and selling these drugs. Sometimes it seems like it's the only way out, but every day I'm getting older and it's getting played out. Can't end up in the pen trying to find a way out. Lord forgive me for my sins, for my heart gave out. My dad died, biggest loss I ever had to take. He a big part of the reason I'm the man I am today. And moving on was a move I wasn't trying to make, but I got sons now, so I gotta lead them out straight. And even though success is looking unlikely, I stay mighty and pray nightly and remain doing the right thing like Spike Lee, which is hard in this life for a nigga like me. All my life I had to fight like my name's Sophia. Always had heart and in my heart was no fear. Boy, I stayed in some trouble always stayed near. When you black in America, that's all you cold here. I can't lie. Some days I want to break down and cry for me and my people that's fighting to stay alive. Cause living ain't living when you living to survive. Guess we living in hell till the heavens arrive. Nah, I mean,
What it's like for a nigga like me.
like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me. Gray skies overhead just isn't looking likely, but I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee, and I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. What it's like in this life for a nigga like me. Every day I gotta fight my demons. Wake up, thank God I'm breathing. Cause all nightmares, America's dreaming. Trying to find a way to make it while surrounded by heathens. No stress long as I got a coat and I'm eating. I'm blessed and I know the most high's the reason. But my heart's bleeding through my sleeve is seeping. For all the things that I've been peeping. Type of shit make you say fuck it and sleeping. Cause while you were sleeping during the evening, for brothers got gunned down over the weekend. Stretched out in the streets left leaking. Laid out white sheet, mom's grieving. All lives gotta have more meaning than another nigga dead in the paper I'm reading. Baby mama bitching every time that she's speaking. Talking like she gonna take the kids as she's leaving. How we go from kids to ending up in the deep end. Sink or swim, lose or win, saint or sin. Where does the change begin? And when does the bullshit end? Cause I wake up in the morning, gotta do it again. Go to sleep, go to work, and just do it again. Damn. Can't pretend, cause when you stand out, it's hard to blend. And what I stand for, don't fold the bend. Cause I heard real folks still got too many friends. Cause when you speak the truth, then you tend to offend. So, while I'm gripping this pen, Lord, please have mercy on me. Amen.
It's time for my people to come together and rise up. The only way we gonna take our royalty back, man, is if we do just that, man. Take it back. Kwame Yashala, nigga. Time for us to rise out of our oppression. A wise man told me each one teach one. So I need you to reach out to your brothers and sisters and teach them, man. There's no reason we should still be getting hung from trees in this day and age, man. Lord, please have mercy on me.
What it do? What it do? You know. cult leader. Yeah, we speak the truth, but we a cult leader. Yeah, well, listen, I'm a cult leader. Yeah, well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader.
It's Kool-Aid, a nigga that sipped the Kool-Aid. That LaFraud single barrel and goose. Got the coke going up on a Tuesday. Roast the false prophet like a gourmet souffle. Cause me don't say spirit gun like Isupk. Nigga might run up in that black face like Gucci. Boycott a cracker, kill your favorite rapper. Cause I run with G's like a Green Bay Packer. I chop a Christian like a new machete. When you polygynist, they
give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said, sir. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't a white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the root of the show. We could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Block fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Was designed fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. Just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is
and store.
30 chairs.
And store.
30 chairs.
And store.
Can I be heard? Test. Can I be heard? All right. Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat to all the sisters. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right, we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right. And today is ISUPK Brotherhood class, and the title of the class is called Your Purpose of Life. Right? Because we go through life, right? And we're always looking for we go through life, right? And we're always looking for answers other places, right? We look for answers in the Christian church, right? We look for answers in the American politics. We look for answers in Islam. We look for answers in Buddhism, Hinduism, Rastafarianism, everything else outside of the Bible, right? Everything else outside of the truth of God, right? When our purpose in life is the truth of God, right? And what we come accustomed to is suffering here in America. That's what we become accustomed to. We become accustomed to the racism. We become accustomed to light bills and water bills and rent and baby mama drama and child support and gang beef and drugs and drug addiction and alcoholism. We come accustomed to that. That's something that we look at, we say, oh, they're them black problems, right? Because those are black problems. But one thing about it is that's not how the Lord intended it to be, right? The only reason why it's like that is because of what we didn't do for the Most High, right? What we didn't do, we didn't keep our oath, we didn't keep our word to the Most High, right? So what we come accustomed to is police brutality. We come accustomed to seeing Philando Castillo's and Trayvon Martin's and Tamir Rice's, right? Breonna Taylor's. We come to see that and make that be like, oh well, it shouldn't happen, but it just might happen. But then we don't have a solution for it. Well, here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we have a solution, right? Everybody knows black problems, right? We've been talking about black problems our whole life. We've been talking about these problems our whole life, right? Growing up, I remember my mama and everybody used to talk about everything that goes on in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, but they never had a solution for it. You know what I mean? The Black Panthers tried to have a solution for it. Martin Luther King tried to have a solution for it. Malcolm X tried to have a solution for it. But what is the real solution, right? The real solution is found in the Bible, right? The real solution is found in the Bible. And you ask yourself, why? Why do we go through all of these problems? Why do we go through so much suffering? Is this our purpose here in life? No, this is not our purpose here on earth. This is not our purpose in life. Our purpose is to serve the Most High. Our purpose is to be a better brother. Our purpose is to be a better sister. Our purpose is to be a better son. That's our purpose. A better servant to our King. A better servant to our God. That's our purpose, right? Then we can get the earth to rule the earth. Then we'll be able to rule the earth. Right now, we can't rule the earth because we're too busy trying to get over drug addiction, right? Trying to get over alcoholism, trying to get over gang beef, Bloods and Crips, GDs and BDs, vice lords, right? When we learned that, we learned all that behavior from the oppressor because we were looking for solutions somewhere outside of God, somewhere outside of the Bible. And we found, and they just so happened to put the drugs in our neighborhood, in our community, and like, okay, there's a solution. So we were trying to escape oppression, right? We need to stop trying to escape oppression by using other nations' vices and try to and escape oppression by using what the Lord gave us to overcome oppression. All right. So we're going to go first to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Right? The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Right? All right, well, we're going to go. So the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. All right? It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Right? Let us hear the sum of everything, the sum of the whole matter, the conclusion, the end all be all of the matter. This is the sum of it all. You want to know your purpose in life? You want to know what you need to do? Sum of it all in a very detailed and understanding way, right? It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. It says, fear God, right? Fear the Most High. Fear what the Most High can do to you for not doing what He said, right? This oppressor here can only kill your body, but the Most High can kill your body and your soul. The Most High can make sure you don't never come back on this earth. He can kill your body and your soul. Be afraid of that. Fear that. Fear that. Just like you will fear your father, fear the heavenly Father, right? Fear that. Fear the Most High. The Most High is the one that maketh aliveth and the one that killeth. He does all that. He heals you. He makes you sick. That's what we should fear. It says, fear God and keep His commandments, right? So fear God, right? By fearing God, you would keep His commandments. You would keep the laws. You would keep what He said, the rules and regulations that the Lord put down. Because the Lord put rules and regulations down. The Lord didn't tell us to be a Baptist, a Christian. The Lord didn't tell us to be a Muslim, a Seventh-day Adventist. He didn't tell us to be a Buddhist, a Rastafarianism, nothing like that. The Lord gave us rules and regulations as a nation to hold on to and to keep. He gave us an inheritance. He gave us understanding and He gave us knowledge. That's what the Lord gave us, man. The Lord didn't give us Christianity, right? The Lord didn't give us Islam. The Lord didn't give us all these different understandings on the earth. Those was given to us by oppressors. Those is not what the Lord set up, but the Lord did set up rules and regulations for us to follow. The Lord did set up laws and statutes and judgments for breaking those laws. The Lord did set that up. Right? So it said, fear God and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's your duty. That's your duty. You know how they say in the army, call of duty. That's your duty, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, the Israelites, is to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, to fear the Most High, right? And then show others how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and how to fear God. after you come in and figure out what you need to do and get good at keeping those laws and understanding those laws, statutes, and commandments, and keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments, then you must show others how to do that. If not, if you ain't showing others how to do it, then you're just wasting what the Most High gave you. You do what I'm saying? You're just wasting the Most High's time, basically. Yeah, you wasting the Most High's time. Yeah, it's all good to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We understand that, black man. We understand that, Hispanic man. We understand that. But you need to be trying to teach your kids how to do that, because that's what we be falling off at. That's what we've been falling off at in the book of Judges. The Lord sent a judge. The judge brought them out of captivity, gave them the understanding of the Lord and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And then a generation came where they didn't know the Lord. Why did generation come where they don't know the Most High? If you're a father or a mother, you should be teaching these brothers or teaching these young brothers and young sisters how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Teaching these young brothers and young sisters how to serve God. Where you fail at, you should be strengthening them in. Does that make sense? That's our whole duty here. That's our whole duty and understanding of the Most High. That's our purpose on life, is to fear God and keep the commandments. If you don't fear God and keep the commandments, then you're not really, you know what I mean? You're just here living as an African American, or here living as a Mexican or a Puerto Rican or something like that. You're not living as an Israelite. You think what I'm saying? Because the Lord gave us a rule and regulation, man, that we must keep, we must follow.
Verse 14, it says, "For God shall bring every work into judgment." There it is. Every work into judgment. If you work right for the judge, if you work for the Lord, you get a good judgment. If you work for evil, you get a bad judgment. It's that simple. But you can get judgments. You know what I mean? It's almost like when they say the wages of sin is death, right? You can get paid for your sin, and you'll die. And then you can get paid for keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and then you'll have eternal life. Real talk. What's good? If you want, verse 14.
Where you at, sir?
Ecclesiastes chapter 12.
Verse 14?
Yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment.
Right.
With every secret thing.
Right. You see, when you at home smoking the weed, when you at home getting drunk and beating on your wife, when you at home doing all of these lasciviousness things, doing all these things that are evil to the Most High, right? You think that nobody sees you, but there's an angel there's an angel taking a record, sending it up. Just look at this, bro. You know what I mean? Every time you're doing it, every time you think nobody's around you, seeing you sniff that cocaine, smoke the crack, whatever you're doing, the Lord is, the angel is writing that word down, writing it down. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh-wee. It's not going to look good for you. You need to stop doing that. You know what I mean? But we have our lusts that we have to conquer. You dig what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whether it be good.
Whether it be what?
Whether it be good.
So when you're by yourself and you're doing the good things that the Lord told you to do, right? The Lord sees that too. He doesn't only see the bad, he also sees the good that you do. Even if it's just you and the homeless man and you like, hey man, you hungry? Come on, man, I'm gonna buy you something to eat. The Lord sees that too. You dig what I'm saying? Right. The Lord don't only see the bad, the Lord sees the good also. The Lord sees everything. What they call it, omnipresent. I don't know where they get that from, but I guess that's what it is, right? But that's what the I'm not gonna say that's what the Lord is, but the Lord is all seeing everywhere at all times. He knows it all.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Or whether it be evil.
Or whether it be evil. If it's evil, you're gonna get that judgment also. Real talk. Get that judgment also. But here we're gonna focus on getting that evil out the way and focus on you doing the good. Right. Focus on you have the integrity and the morality. That's what we do here in the ISUPK. Here in the ISUPK, we ain't got. We're trying not to worry about doing the about you doing the evil and try to you get to focus more on the good. Because when you focus more on the good, then that evil gets chipped away and chipped away and chipped away. Right? You dig what I'm saying? And then now all you focused on is the good and the good and the good. And you want to wake up every day and do good on the earth. You dig what I'm saying? Give me the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 6. Matter of fact, give me Romans 7 and 12 first. Is it Romans 7 and 12?
Romans 7 and 12.
Yeah.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 12.
Since we're talking about doing good things, let's figure out what good things are.
Right.
Go ahead.
Wherefore the law is holy.
Right. The law is separate, set apart. You know what I mean? You can't mix the law with anything else, like something that's not good, like mixing the law with Islam, mixing the law with Christianity. It ain't gonna work.
Right.
It's not gonna work. People try to mix with Christianity. They say the laws are done away with, right? But then they keep the law of tithing. It don't work.
Right.
It don't work. It just don't weigh together. You know what I mean? Now here, if you believe in tithing, right? You also believe in not committing adultery.
Right.
You also believe in keeping the Passover. You also believe in keeping the not eating pork.
Right.
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 But see, everywhere else they don't believe in that. They don't believe in that. Even Islam, they say they don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. But there is laws in the Quran where if there's no other meat around, you can eat pork. Oh yeah. If there's no other meat around, you can eat pork. If you dying, and you can eat pork. You dig what I'm saying? Here with the Lord didn't say, if there's no other meat around and you dying, you can eat that pig. The Lord said, don't eat that pig at all. Let it alone.
Right.
Just said, don't even touch his dead carcass.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how serious the Lord is about his rules and regulations. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
And the commandment holy.
Right.
And just.
And what?
And just.
And just. That's how you get that's how you get justice.
Right.
Right. If somebody steals from you, right, the law says you have to pay that back. That's how you get justice. Right. If you kill someone, the law says you have to get stoned to death. That's how you get justice. Right. Because we go by the law. Go ahead.
And good.
And what?
And good.
And good. That's the good things on the earth, is the law, is the understanding, is this here truth, the Lord, the Bible. That's the good thing on the earth. So if you want to be a good brother, what you got to do? You got to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to follow the Bible. That's it. You want to be a good sister, you got to follow the Bible. You want to be a good father? How do you be a good father? Blow my mind.
Follow the Bible.
How do you be a good mother?
Follow the Bible.
How do you be a good son or a good daughter?
Follow the Bible.
Do what the Bible says do about being a mother and father. And the good thing about the Lord, he didn't leave anything out. Right. Nothing out. The Lord teaches you how to be a good father. The Lord teaches you how to be a good son. The Lord teaches you how to be a good mother. The Lord teaches you how to be a good daughter. Right. It's all in there. We just focus on the mysticism. You know what I mean? Well, there really is no mysticism, but that's what we focus on. What we try to make the Bible Greek mythology. You know what I mean? We try to make the Bible Greek mythology, like Jesus Perseus. You know what I mean? God came down and had sex with Mary, and now Jesus came. You know what I mean? Which is not, that's not real. That's not real. But that's what we try to do as people. You know what I mean? When the Bible says what it says, and it's very realistic. That's why we're in the UPK, universal practical knowledge. Simple. It ain't you ain't gotta beat your bottom dollar. You ain't gotta beat your head against the ground to understand it. Nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's very understandable, and it makes so much sense if you just let it make sense. But we are brainwashed. We are brain stained by Christianity. And we come in here in the ISUPK to get brainwashed. So we have to learn our whole purpose in life again, because the world will have you think that your purpose in life is to be a drug dealer. Every show you watch with black people, Hispanic people, they always selling drugs, doing criminal acts, killing each other. You know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily thinking that's what it is. You dig what I'm saying? That's not the whole that's not the whole gist of it in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have our spits and spackles, you know what I mean? But I don't think everybody that has a spick and spackle is trying to kill each other. Sometimes they just, you know what I mean? Sometimes they just go the other way and don't speak to each other. Right? But that's why the rules and regulations of this right here is the rules and regulations that the Lord set down gives us a way to hash out those grudges and hash out those hash out those disagreements. You dig what I'm saying? Right. That's why the Lord gives us rules and regulations. Go ahead. You got something to say?
Nah, sir. What you want me to read?
Malachi 2:6.
Khan. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 6.
Yeah, because us being priests, us being men, us being leaders of the community, we have to keep the law and we have to teach the law. You dig what I'm saying? Because people out there don't know the law. They don't know the law. They don't believe the law. They don't trust the law. You know what I mean? Here, we believe the law, we trust the law, and we know the law. Right? And that's our purpose. That's our purpose in life, is to fix Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's right. That's our job, is to fix them. And then when we fix them, we have to put them in order. And after we put them in order, we have to make them stand up and be an exceedingly great army. Oh my goodness. You have a task. We have a task. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what we need to be working on. We can't do it pussyfooting around. We can't do it half completing orders. We can't do it resting all the time. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand you got to get your rest. I understand we got to get our rest, but sometimes you need to get up and get after it. Sometimes you might get no sleep. Sometimes you might get 4 hours of sleep. Sometimes you might get 6 hours of sleep. Sometimes you might get no hours of sleep. Just ask the brothers of Mission to Acuna. Am I right, Ayalawan? Day and a half, no sleep. Get cat naps. Boom, boom. All right, you drive. All right, I'm gonna take a nap for like 30 minutes. You take a nap. You know what I mean? When I drive, we're gonna do that. You know what I mean? Let's do it, because that's the job. That's the job. You know what I mean? To service Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans all over the earth. You dig what I'm saying? The Lord's people. Right? Go ahead.
This is book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 6. The law of truth was in his mouth.
Right? The law of truth was in his mouth, right? Talking about the priest, right? That's in our that's what they should seek from our mouth is the truth, the laws, the understanding of the Most High, right? Go ahead.
And iniquity was not found in his lips.
Right. Don't be telling people to break the law, because what Gavin Katazar said the other day, remember we brought out the scripture about being the least in the kingdom of heaven? Right. So when you tell people to break the law or do things contrary to what the Lord believes, you will be the least in the kingdom of heaven. Right. You dig what I'm saying? I don't think you want that purpose at your purpose in life right now to be to get to the future, right? When the kingdom come and be the least in the kingdom. Right. But right now, because if you look at the OGs all over the earth, they giving kids guns and telling them to go sell drugs and go kill their brother. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. Oh, he did what? She used to spin the block. Yeah, am I wrong? Am I wrong? That's what the rappers are teaching. Rappers are teaching to spin the block. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't spin the block. Sometimes you just gotta go buy a bottle of liquor and hash it out with the brother. Man, let me talk to you, man. Let's look here. You know what I mean? Let's pull up. Look, I understand that I offended you and I apologize. Now you know what I mean? I apologize. Slack. I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Things got out of hand. Man, let's start over, man. My name is Kabar of the ISUPK. You know what I mean? What's going on, brother? You know what I mean? You all right? All right, man. We having a cookout next week, man. Come through, get you some food, bring all your homeboys, bring your family. You know what I mean? Come through and kick it with us, bro. That's, you know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to have compassion on a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Something that nobody ain't never did. The white man ain't never had compassion on them. Arabs, Chinese, nobody has ever had compassion on them, including Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They have never had compassion on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You dig what I'm saying? Every time they get into it, we spin in the block. Spin, cycle, put them in a blend. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like real talk. You good? Yeah, you understand that? That's our job as priests is to show them as priests and officers of the ISUPK to show a different way to hash out problems in the Black Hispanic community. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
Right. So the priest's lips should keep knowledge, right? What's the knowledge?
Knowledge, Salakia.
Go ahead.
There's law, statutes, and commandments.
Show me that.
This is your knowledge. Come on, concert. Let me pull it up real quick.
Why you do that? What's up? Capiar.
He's saying we shall keep knowledge. He's saying like, as in like that should be something that they not only just hold on to, but like continuously we say talk about. Just saying keep, like you know, say keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? Like they're keeping that knowledge in their mind. Like, does it remind me of that scripture where it's talking about meditate there and day and night? You know?
Huh? Yeah, I got yours. This is yours. Oh, word.
Yeah, no, you can keep it.
Oh, word. No, I got that one. That's mine. It got my name on it.
Oh,
no, it don't. Is it? No, it's One West. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not my name. I thought this was Caviar. That's why, because he left it at my crib. I got your vest in my car too.
Yeah, I remember I left it.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, yeah, you know, I didn't steal it. I just borrowed it real quick. You know what I mean? I'll give it back. You got it.
Come on.
All right, so we're gonna read what you got. Somebody else get Ecclesiasticus chapter 17, verse 11. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Right.
That ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it.
Right.
Verse 6.
Okay.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
See, now I gotta play the Christian. Brother, that says wisdom and understanding. That don't say knowledge. You don't know what you're talking about.
So like you, sir, isn't understanding knowledge?
It didn't say that. It said wisdom and understanding. You don't know what you talking about. I'm trying to tell you, brother. It's knowledge. See, and the knowledge is eating the pork, the tree of good and life. The tree of good and evil. See, because they put evil on the earth, so you can know the evil too. I don't know. Could the Christians be wild? Somebody got Ecclesiastes 17 and 11? No, Ecclesiastes is my bad. This kiss. Look, that's exactly what a Christian's gonna do too. Because I said knowledge, right? The priest's lips should keep knowledge, and that's what it's gonna be like. So, you know what I mean? Well, what's the knowledge then? But then I'm gonna show you something else.
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
That's the knowledge that the priest's lips supposed to keep, because the priest is the one that holds the law, statutes, and commandments, right? He teaches the law, statutes, and commandments, right? You know what I mean? So that's the heritage that's the Lord's heritage right there. You know what I mean? I know we have inheritance of land too, but those laws, statutes, and commandments, and that the rules and regulations of Israel, that's our inheritance also. That's what can be passed down through generation. Like right now, Israel ain't got no land, do we? No, we ain't got no land. But what we do have is that our rules and regulations. That's right. We do have our understanding of the Most High, right? Keep going, Caviar.
Verse 12. Verse 12. He made an everlasting covenant with them.
A what?
An everlasting covenant with them.
Forever. A covenant forever, right? That's those laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Go ahead. So when they talk about the New Testament for everybody. Look, this is a 2-part cut right here. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Go ahead. And showed them his judgments.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Now we getting into something else. Now we're gonna talk about Christ, and you know what I mean? Because the Israelites understood that's what the glory was sent to, right?
Right.
Go ahead and go back to Malachi 2 and 6.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 6.
Sometimes you don't have to go to another scripture. You can just keep reading. Go ahead.
Come on. The law of the truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips.
Right.
He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity.
Right.
Verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
What's the knowledge?
The law.
It said it right there. That's all you have to do is keep reading sometimes. Sometimes you have to read before, sometimes you got to read after, but all you have to do is keep reading. But because they don't, what the Christian church does, they don't read.
Right.
They read that one verse and they take that one verse and they're going to make John 3:16 the whole Bible. A real talk. You're like, so what about this? You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. So you have to be more prepared than they are. And it's a good thing that they do Bible study on Wednesday and then they do church on Sunday, and they're not teaching anything in both of those. But here we have classes 7 days a week.
Yeah, right.
7 days a week. You know what I mean? They might call pastor, and pastor's not going to answer. Just pray on Ask Jesus. You know what I mean? You can call me. If I ain't got the answer, you can call Officer Dawada. If he ain't got the answer, we can call Captain Katazai. Captain Katazai ain't got the answer, we can call Captain Yatazai. Captain Yatazai ain't got the answer, we can call General Mahyman. General Mahyman ain't got the answer, he can call Commander General Yohana. You know what I mean? We look. Somebody got the answer.
Right.
Somebody got the understanding. You dig what I'm saying? That's the brotherhood. That's the brotherhood. You dig what I'm saying? You see how many brothers I just named? That's the brotherhood. You dig what I'm saying? And just like the questions go up, and the reports go up, the orders come down. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 8. But ye are departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
Right. That's talking about the priest. That's not us, of course, but it's talking about the priest of old, like the Pharisees and Sadducees. That's what they were doing. They were causing people to stumble and stir and err because they were telling people to keep the law and they were telling people to do this, to do the right thing. But then when they looked at them, they were hypocrites because they wasn't doing the right thing. That's why we must do the right thing, right? And we must do the right thing where people can see us doing the right thing, and we're telling people to do the right thing. We can't be hypocrites. We can't be BSers. We can't. Because if we do, people are going to come in here from the world expecting something different and see the same thing that was in the world and be like, you know what? This ain't the truth. And right now, we just killed all of them. Everybody that tried to come in here and wanted to see something different and didn't see something different, we killed them. Because we had to be like everybody else in the world, and we couldn't be different. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi.
Right, go ahead.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 9. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people.
That's the reason. Because we broke the covenant. That's why we're the base of all the people. I was just saying earlier how we think the purpose of life is by smoking weed and gang banging and doing drugs and doing all types of evil, because that's all we see on TV. That's all we've ever seen, right? But that's not our purpose. But if we let the world dictate, right, that's going to be the Black, Hispanic, and Native American purpose. You dig what I'm saying? But then every day we see white on white crime every day. Right. You know what I mean? We see Donald Trump every day doing evil, speaking evil. We see it every single day, but we still look at each other as not being Christ-like when they're not Christ-like at all ever. You dig what I'm saying? I was watching a video where the black girl came and she was like, she was talking about the boy Kirk. That's what I call him Kirk. Captain Kirk Franklin, Captain, you know what I mean? Whatever Kirk y'all want, you know what I mean? I call the boy Kirk, you know what I mean? So they were talking, she was talking about how people were saying stuff about him dying, right? Him getting shot in front of his kids and his wife and stuff like that. He was in front of his kids and his wife and and I was thinking, like, black people get shot down. Philando Castile got shot down in front of his wife and his child. Like, you know what I mean? And he didn't do it. Wasn't nothing but a traffic stop. Yeah.
There was two black people who were just murdered or hung in Mississippi.
Oh yeah, at the college. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? And like it's terrible. Like where's her compassion for them? But she don't have no compassion for them because on the whole social media, the whole earth is telling her to have compassion on white people and not have compassion on Black, Hispanic, and Native American. That's why we have to have compassions on Black, Hispanic, and Native American all the time. That's right. Even when they come up against us at camp. Like Captain Cutters, I say the only reason why you made it out of camp because we didn't say fall on them. Right. You dig what I'm saying? We gave you mercy because we understand. We understand. We were once contentious also against the truth. You know what I mean? And that's why we're here, because we were contentious against it, and it just never, you know what I mean? It didn't pan out right to be contentious. You know what I mean? We was contentious about it, and they were always showing love. You know what I mean? So then, like, we was like, we might as well just see what they about, man. You know what I mean? Because they kept saying, "We love you, brother. We love you. We don't have to fight. We love you. You hungry? You want some water? What's going on? You thirsty? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, brother? Every time we see him, you know what I mean? We don't have to be contentious, right? So then eventually they was like, you know what? They see us, be like, hey man, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a while. You know what I mean? Now they miss us. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all see it. Y'all seen it, right? Now they miss you. Hey man, where y'all been at? Man, I ain't seen. Oh no, man, we had a whole mission to go to Mexico. We had a mission over here, this, that, you know what I mean? Okay. Y'all all around, huh? Yep, you know, we all right, man. Hey man, just come to class and come chill. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's why I don't tell them like come to class and you know what I mean. I make it seem like we just chilling. Then you get in here and learn a whole deal of things. Like, damn man, I thought we was chilling, but I can't. Y'all boys got that now. Boy be speaking that. And they tell me all the time, bro. They tell me all the time when I see somebody I ain't seen in a minute. Hey, I be watching you, bro. You be speaking that knowledge, dog. I understand, brother. Come to class, man. Come hither. You know what I mean? Come hither with us, right? That's why it's crazy that I'm doing that I'm doing in videos because I didn't got hit up by everybody, by a lot of people. You know what I mean? I don't know. Now they like, oh hey, that boy was spitting that truth. That boy was spitting that truth. You know what I mean? Like now they instead of seeing me and saying that they sending me messages on Messenger and you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what I mean? Now I can direct them, you know what I mean, to come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Just come on closer. Yeah, come on closer. And when you come close, you're gonna be like, man, this good brother got so much brotherhood, they ain't never going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Real talk, because that's our purpose. That's our purpose. Is to bring all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans under safety here in the ISUPK. Because this is the only place where it's safe.
That's right.
Ask Kirk. Oh, can't do that no more. Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? That's what they say. He was speaking against Israel. Well, he ain't speaking against nobody no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you better gotta be more careful.
You got Kirk.
Yeah, you got to be more careful. See, you know what I mean? We say what we want because we free. We say what we want because, you know, we got the Lord at our back. Right. You know what I mean? We speak the truth. So can't nobody really be like, oh, y'all lying and be really upset. You know what I mean? Because everything we say is facts.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't talking about facts machine, like facts. You know, we Black. You be like, facts. Fact. Hey, y'all want, you had your hand up?
Yeah.
It's crazy how even in for the NFL, how they went and had a whole moment of silence and memorial for this Kirk McGurk. And where was all that when Colin Kaepernick was bringing attention to the deaths that was going on in the Black community,
brother?
But and you talking about a league that is predominantly black, yeah, like overwhelmingly Black.
Because trust me, if it wasn't for Black people, NFL would not be watchable. Right. We wouldn't watch the NFL. I wouldn't watch basketball. I wouldn't watch the NFL if it wasn't for my Hispanic brothers. I wouldn't watch soccer. You know what I mean? I wouldn't watch baseball if it wasn't for Big Papi. You know, you think what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Really, when we speak of baseball players, right? We don't speak of white baseball players.
It's always Dominicans and
Black people. You know what I mean? Ken Griffey Jr. You know what I mean? Big Papi, Sammy Sosa, David Ortiz is Big Papa, Barry Bonds. You know what I mean? I think Babe Ruth was the only, and they're holding on to Babe Ruth from the 20s. Right. They're holding on to Babe Ruth, like Babe Ruth. What about Babe Ruth? What about and Ricky Mantle? I think that's his name. In the 60s, Ricky Mantle was actually decent. He was decent. You know what I mean? But he grew up around Black people, so yeah, I know that though, G.
I often say they even you know how they raise the flag?
Yeah.
You know, they even like raise the flag halfway for them all across the United States.
It wasn't it's whole I understand, but wasn't there like a school shooting that same day?
Right.
What about that? How come they didn't do nothing about that? No flag raising, no flag, nothing. Wasn't it 9/11?
Right.
Who is this Charlie Kirk guy? I really want to know. He might be CIA. You know what I mean? I want to know who Charlie Kirk is. Go ahead.
Making a statue for them. They're making a monument statue for him, man.
Brother, he's finna get a movie. He's gonna get in 2026. He's gonna have a movie. The Patriot. He's gonna be the real talk. I'm serious because like I don't even think it was this much when JFK died. I've never seen this much like for a person that died. Like I don't even think they did this much for the survivors. I mean, not the survivors, but the ones that died in 9/11. Charlie Kirk is finna get a school named after him, statues. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because it was white violence on white violence. Maybe that was the problem, and all the white people was hoping it was a black person, and we was sitting here like we knew it wasn't a black person. You know what I mean? Black folks ain't that crazy now. You know what I'm saying? Black folks ain't that really in Utah. You know, like I don't even know. Like it's like so. There's a black person that came out of Salt Lake City, Utah, because that's the only place where black people are in Utah. You know what I mean? And they came and went to a racist KKK rally because that's basically what it is. That's basically what it was. You know what I mean? And shot the head KKK member. That's basically what he was. You dig what I'm saying? They shot the KKK member. You know what I mean? Like that ain't never happened. Black folks ain't never been around a whole bunch of white KKK members. It's only the white people that be around black supremacists talking about you're wrong. You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Jesus loves us. Because it happens every week. Right. You know what I mean? At camp. Go ahead.
Like you said, it was crazy how it's almost like they have a hive mindset because the second that it happened, everybody just assumed it was some kind of plot, some kind of deeply embedded thing where they say they killed Charlie Kirk. Oh man, they killed him.
Yeah.
Who's they?
I know.
They think that they is us, or they think that they is some conspiracy, Illuminati type kind of, what do you call it? Deep state operation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or far left Antifa type operation. I'm like, or it's just a regular dude.
It was
with
Republicans. I don't know who. That's how much I don't know because I don't know if he was a Republican, a Democrat,
Kirk was
a liberal,
yeah.
independent. I don't care. White people is just white.
They said that Charlie Kirk was the pioneer of Gen Z's white supremacists, like the upcoming generation,
right?
Because they would see him on social media, and so they're like the new generation of kids that would be saying the slurs on the Xbox Live that would have been playing Modern Warfare back in like 2008, 2009. But they're the new generation of that, and a lot of that is what they see on the internet, and it's kind of fed into that machine. So that's who got shot. And I didn't even know he existed until that day.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Me
I
neither.
didn't even know who that was. I never heard of him ever.
So he's the new Bull Connor. Bull Connor was the guy that was in Alabama. He was like the police captain or not police captain. He was the chief of police in Alabama, and he was like one of the most racist people ever. He used to come on there and say, "Yeah, kill them niggers." Like, oh, Sly, I don't know if I can say that. Kill them ninjas. But yeah, he's like real talk. You do press conferences and stuff like that, and he was like, when they segregated the schools, he used to let people let the Edomite, the Anglo-Saxon, the white people like beat up on the kids and shit like that. So you know what I mean? He was like that's basically what he is. That's crazy. But that's who died. You know what I mean? And the whole earth is mad. Whole earth is mad. Even black people are mad. I'm saying, I said, man, the black woman was talking all that. I said, he called y'all dumb. He said, black, you know what I mean? You feel me? That's like them being mad at Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan called them welfare queens. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do a class about Reaganomics soon too. Reaganomics is crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Keep going. Matter of fact, my bad.
According as he,
what's
like,
up, Caviar?
Thing that I kept hearing at work today, actually from another brother, was that he was saying like, man, I hate black people. Man, I wish I was made white. That's what he kept saying. I was like, damn.
I want to talk to him.
They, like black people with some. I didn't say that, but
I'd have been at work like, hey, bro, you know white people gonna, you know what I mean, gonna be eradicated off the earth. Thus saith the Lord. And that way they can't be like, he's a terroristic threat. No, it's not. I said, thus saith the Lord. You mean, you know what I mean? I'm speaking nothing but facts out the Bible. You know what I mean? Okay, like, you know, terroristic threat. Well, leave your religion at home. Okay, no problem.
That raises a whole nother thing.
They say leave your religion at home, but okay, say you do that. But then the moment that they see a clip of you speaking on the street, then they bringing that right back up at work. Then because, okay, so whatever I believe because of my amendment rights, right? I can believe what I want to believe. I can say what I want to say. But now you got people that are getting fired for whatever they're saying on social media because of this Charlie Kirk thing. But
for real?
Yeah. Yeah, like they get let go. It'd be like, I thought we were supposed to leave that at home. Why y'all going and digging and finding this up and bringing it up?
For real?
Because we ain't bringing it up at work.
I'm an essential worker.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm essential, so I'll.
It's only leave it at home until they want to bring it up at work.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's because they rule the planet, man. So they feel like they can do what they want. What's up?
like I did see that where they like firing people and like disciplining people for talking against Charlie Kirk. Like they disciplining people.
I want to make another video now.
It's like
What the hell with Charlie Kirk?
they're even deporting Hispanics that are negatively talking about the Kirk shooting.
Well, they just using that as an excuse. They've been trying to deport. They've been deporting the Hispanic. Yeah. They really not trying to deport them. They just trying to put them in Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
No. You didn't explain it right because they're saying they're taking away their visa for the people who talk against Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Oh, so the ones that already got citizenship,
Yeah, they're
they
taking it away. If you speak
they
against
can
Charlie
do that.
Kirk,
That's unconstitutional. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, if he can say all that and I can't say one thing about him, you know what I mean? Or he died, he's a dead, they just started living. Shouldn't freedom of speech work both ways?
Right.
Yeah, you heard that too, right? You heard the whistle? You do it. Good.
According as ye have not kept my ways,
Right? Because we haven't kept his ways. Go ahead.
but have been partial in the law.
You keeping some of the law, keeping a little bit of the law. Maybe I want, you know what I mean? Maybe I keep this law. Maybe I keep tithing, but then I won't keep what the Christian church don't keep everything else. Maybe we keep tithing because I want the money, but I like pork too much. So maybe we gonna I love that bacon. Maybe they don't like ham. Maybe they don't like the ham, but they gotta have that bacon. You know what I mean? So maybe that's the problem. Because I hear a lot of people tell me that. Man, I ain't got to eat the pork chops and ham hocks and pig feet. Ugh. But that bacon, man, I got to have me a piece of bacon. And okay, brother. It's like that's like flat earth. I can't, like, what do you want? What do you really want me to say, brother? If you can't have the discipline and not eat bacon, you know what I mean? And like, it's bacon. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take people trying to celebrate Christmas before bacon. Because at least Christmas, like you have family, and you know what I mean. Like I love my mama. Okay, I can handle. We can battle that. But bacon, you know, like you feel me?
Like, my man.
Go ahead.
Just substitute with beef bacon.
I don't like turkey bacon like that. Beef bacon be hard. Beef bacon on burgers, boy. You know, like because turkey bacon be all like slithery. You never get it really crispy. But beef bacon, boy, you can make that crispy as you want to be. But people don't think like that. People, because they just want what they want, the lust that they want, and it's up to us to defend the truth, right, and show them their purpose in life. Stop eating that pork. Sometimes you just got to give them orders. Hey, come to class. You know what I mean? You give them an order like that. Hey, come to class. Okay. Hey, man, y'all just told me to come, man. I'll come. I'm here. All right, man. Bet. You know, sit right there. Ask. You got questions? Ask a question. Sit right here. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Have we not all one Father?
Right.
Hath not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother?
Right. Why do we do that? Why do we deal treacherously with our brothers?
It's like, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
Because we're just worried about ourselves. We're selfish.
Mm-hmm. Of course. We're selfish. Of course we're selfish. We Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. We want the American dream that's never promised to us. They talking about you can have happiness, or I don't know. I don't even know it. The pursuit of happiness.
Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
Right. Black people get killed every day. You never have a long life.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? You're never going to be free here in America. And how can you be happy when you get paid $10 an hour? You know what I mean? And like, you feel me? And your bills is $30 an hour. How can you be happy? How can you be happy when you go to work, come home, and you can't even spend time with your children because you got to get up and go back to work?
Right.
How can you be happy? How can you teach your children when you got to let somebody else teach your children at the school where they teaching them about Christmas and Thanksgiving and pork and you know what I mean, and everything like that, happy birthdays, and you know what I mean? So when they come home and they singing happy birthday, you got to tell them, we don't sing that. We don't do that. Where'd you learn that? At school, they had cupcakes today for each other's birthday and blah, 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 blah. You go, I told them not to, but they're not going to listen to you. You dig what I'm saying? So that's a problem. You know what I mean? And we have to be the ones to battle that. We have to put more truth into them than what they're getting at school type deal. We have to teach them more about life. You know what I mean? About their purpose in life than what the school is teaching them about the world. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? We have to be absolute about that. You know what I mean? Go ahead. And I'm gonna keep it. It starts with the man,
right?
Because if you have a daughter or a young boy, they might not never listen to their mama. But as you being the man or the father figure in the house, they're gonna listen. They're gonna listen to what you say. You know what I mean? I don't really think they got a choice.
Right.
You know what I mean? They like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You can see it. They're a little bit more timid around you. Like, I don't know if I should. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should do that. Let me think. Yeah. The whole time you sitting there watching them, like, do it. Like, do it if you want. You know what I mean? It's just like I see it all the time, bro. Trust me, I got kids. Real talk. Go ahead.
By profaning the covenant of our fathers.
We did what?
By profaning the covenant of our fathers.
That's what we did. We profaned the covenant of our fathers. That's why I said we have to teach the new generation and the younger ones how to serve the Most High.
Right.
Because if we don't, then this is going to stop with us. You know what I mean? It's gonna stop with us, so we're gonna be all back to square one. You know what I mean? Everything that Commander Junior Yohana, the Lord has used Commander Junior Yohana to build up. It's gonna stop if we don't if we don't teach the younger generation and the new ones coming in. If we don't teach them the One West way, if we don't teach them the correct way on how to do things. Right. You feel me? And their purpose in life. If we don't speak life into them. You dig what I'm saying? You know who's excellent at that? Godiwan. He's excellent at that. He's excellent at that. He got them 18-year-old brothers, you know what I mean? Really thinking about life. You know what I mean? Really going in, like, you know what I mean? Giving them a different understanding than they're using social media not to promote gang violence and not to promote drugs and shit like that. They're using social media to promote the truth. Right. They're doing an excellent job. Excellent job. Go ahead. Oh, that's it. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. All right.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 42.
So, because Americans' purpose in life, right? I'm not gonna say to serve the king, but is to serve America, right?
Right.
That's what they do, right? I know. I used to have, when I was in the world, I had a white homeboy. His dad, his grandfather was in the military and fought in like World War II or something. His dad was in the military, fought in Vietnam. You know what I mean? And he came and he was like, his older brother fought in Desert Storm or something. I think it's Desert Storm, Kuwait. Yeah, right. Desert Storm. And then he came, he was like, man, but when all that stuff happened with 9/11 and all that, he's like, yeah, man, when we go, I'm gonna go and fight and you join the military and this, that, and this, that, like you know what I mean? It was like a whole generations of military men, you know what I mean? They were fighting for their country, and you know what I mean? And that's how we have to be. Right. You know what I mean? You have to be a priest, and you have to serve your king. Your sons have to serve the king. You know what I mean? The kids have to serve the king. You know what I mean? Like that's how we have to do. That's how we have to be with our nation, with Israel, right. With our understanding. You dig what I'm saying? That's our purpose is to raise up the next generation and raise up a new same understanding, new. How can I say it? Because I don't want to say anything new because it's just old. A new generation, old ways of doing things. Right. You know what I mean? Same covenants. You know what I'm saying? We have to raise them up to have the same understanding that you have. You do what I'm saying? Just like he raised up his son to have the same understanding, just like he raised up his son to have the same understanding as his grandpa. You know what I mean? We have to have that same understanding, that same patriotism. Right. You dig what I'm saying? We just can't be patriotisms for America because this is not our rest. Right. This is the land of our captivity. You know what I mean? Our patriotism going to come in the future, right? Our patriotism going to come now, but our land is going to come in the future. Right. Our rulership is going to come in the future. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number.
Right, that's us. That's us. Boy, look, everybody, kids, crazy. Everybody got having kids. Caviar having a kid. The sisters in Houston having a kid. I'm pretty sure Naquan and them just had a kid. You know what I mean? Just South Texas alone, it's a whole bunch of kids. You dig what I'm saying? And they coming over and over and over again. I'll be like, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? I'll be up to my neck in kids. That's all good though. That's all good. Bring them to me. Not at home. Bring them to me here at the school. Right. They're not finna be climbing all on my stuff, breaking all my. No, I'm playing. I'm just playing. Y'all just joking. Go ahead.
And they all praised the Lord with songs.
They all did what?
Praise the Lord with the songs.
There we go. They all on the same understanding, praising the Lord with songs like, yeah, New Jerusalem, whoop, whoop. I feel like that's how it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be like a rap song, like we in New Jerusalem. Nah, not no drill. He's wild, bro.
Not like the military, but that
P.D. Pablo. I feel it. Wasn't it P.D. Pablo? I don't. Go ahead.
Verse 43. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest.
Go ahead.
And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Right. That because and we trying to get a crown. Right. And we're trying to get a crown for us and our sons and our sons' sons and our sons' sons. Right. We're not trying to do this for ourselves. We're trying to do this for us and the generation that's coming afterwards, that's coming next. You dig what I'm saying? Whether you're gonna have kids in this in this world or not, you still, you know what I mean? We still trying to bring up the next generation. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. If you ain't got no wife now, when you get the kingdom, brother, because if you focus on the Christ and endure to the end, when you get the kingdom, brother, you'll have 7 wives. 7 that you ain't got to argue with Christmas about. You ain't got to argue about Easter. You ain't got to argue about Catholicism. You ain't got to argue about Christianity. Niggas gonna be in perfect order. You dig what I'm saying? Ooh-wee. How can I serve D? D who? No, thee, you. Oh, me. Yeah. It's gonna be strange to you. You're gonna be like, huh? You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, huh? I remember it was a brother that was at the feast day when we was in Houston when the lights went out, and the sister came like, "Sir, would you like something to eat?" And he looked at her like, "Sir," like, like I ain't no sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, I was just like, yeah, sorry, that got me to thinking like, you know what I mean? That is strange. That is a strange dealing. Yeah, we're not used to that, especially like getting respect from sisters. You know what I mean? We're not used to that. You know what I'm saying? We used to sisters telling me, you go home. I called police, child support. That's what we used to. Yeah. Did you say something? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? Verse 45. He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing.
That did what?
Put off the mortal clothing.
You can't be mortal. Right. You can't be regular. You are superhuman. You're not regular. You can't be regular. You can't worry about these things here on earth. Let me not say that. You can't worry about what ordinary men worry about. Right. Because ordinary men worry about this and that and little tidbit things. You have to worry about fixing an entire nation that don't believe in God. You have to teach them about God. They don't believe in not selling drugs, and you have to teach them how not to sell drugs. They don't believe in not getting drunk, and you have to show them how not to get drunk. They don't believe in it, and you have to make them believe. You have to defend the truth. They don't believe that they're worth anything out here. They don't, and you have to show them that they're worth more than gold to the Most High. You have to show them that. That's our job. That's our purpose. You have to show them that they have a bigger purpose than what the world tells them. Right. You dig what I'm saying? You have to tell them that if you do this, the Lord is going to give you a crown. The Lord is going to give you rulership if you do this. That's what we have to speak. We have to speak life unto the dry bones. We have to make them stand up and put on their priest. Keep reading.
And put on the immortal.
Right. But the what?
Put on the immortal.
The whole armor of God. Right. They got the breastplate. They got the arm braces. You dig what I'm saying? The gauntlets. They got the headpieces. They got the arm. They look like a knight. Right. Not a Knights Templar. They look like a knight. You know what I mean? Like real talk, whole armor, shoulder pads, all that. Like when they walk ready to do battle. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's what life is. It's a battle. You're gonna battle until you can't battle no more. And then after that, guess what you're gonna do? Because I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna go right back into the fight.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick you up, we're gonna go right back into the fight. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is. And you have to show everybody out there how to fight, why to fight, when to fight, and damn it, how to fight. Do it. Do it. Because what we see is people failing to fight. They just want to get drunk and die. They just want to smoke weed and die. And Commander General Honor gave us an order not to die.
Right.
We didn't get the permission to die. So you can't die because you didn't get the permission to die. How you like that? You didn't get the order to die, so you can't die. But we did give you the order to live. So whatever you're doing that's making you die, you have to not stop doing it and live. You know what I mean? Or, the Lord is going to teach a class on you. He's going to teach a class on you by using you. And you're going to see. You know what I mean? Because next time we see you, you're going to be sloppy drunk somewhere, laying in the gutter. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean? Real talk. The Lord teaches. Captain Yard like tell me that all the time. The Lord teaches the best classes. You know what I mean? You can guide them in that way, and this what you should do. This how you should do it, brother. That's it. But if they don't take that understanding and then they go into that way, and then the Lord is going to show them. You ain't got to be all. You know what I mean? The Lord will show you. The Lord gives the best correction. You know what I mean? So if you don't want to listen to me, you know what I mean? All right. Choose the wrong woman if you want to. You're going to be in child support. You're going to have child support payments. You know, dig what I'm saying? Real talk. Move that woman in if you want to. You're just going to be broke forever. And then you're going to have child support payments. And then she's going to leave you and take your child and teach your child Christmas. When you could have just got a woman in the UPK and y'all would have, you know what I mean? It wouldn't, no Christmas would have been taught. No birthdays would have been taught. And if so, then you just take her to counsel. You know what I mean? You just take her to counsel. You in trouble now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? Now we in counsel with the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? About Christmas. Ooh wee. The Lord don't like Christmas. The Lord don't like birthdays. Now we in the, you know what I mean? You understand that? All right, go ahead.
And have confessed the name of God.
You're right. They confess the name of God. They know the reputation of God.
Right.
Because they're going to do you know the name of God? I hate when people say that. I cannot stand that. What's the name of God? What am I supposed to say? Like Jehovah? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you know what I'm talking about? I definitely know the Lord's reputation. Because if I was speaking Spanish, what would I say? You dig what I'm saying? If I was speaking Greek, what would I say? If I was speaking Chinese, what would I say? But you know what all those different languages have in common? Whether if I speak Spanish or I speak English or I speak Greek, you know what all those have in common? The law, statutes, and commandments, that the Lord's reputation and those judgments. That reputation of the Lord still stands, no matter what language you speak. That's why people are asinine. That's the right word? That's the right word. You know what I mean? Real talk. Go ahead.
Now are they crowned?
Now are they what?
Now are they crowned
Mm-hmm.
and received palms?
Right. Now they're crowned. Now they're receiving everything that they suffered here for. Now they're receiving everything that they went through the fire here for.
Right.
Now they receiving everything that they endured for. I need one of them shirts from Officer Chapat, Endure. You know what I mean? Now they getting everything that they endured for. Everything. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 46. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them?
Right. Like who is this? Who is this person that's crowning these people? Like, how come he able to give crowns? Who is this guy? Go ahead.
And giveth them palms in their hands. Verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of God.
No, it's God.
It is the Son of God.
No, it's the Alpha and Omega.
It is the Son of God.
Go ahead. It's the Son of God. Look, that's why I don't understand. I don't understand when they say Jesus is God, bro. Because he always said, I'm the Son of God.
Right.
Son of God, Son of Man, the Prince of Peace, all of that. Like that's why I don't get it. But you know, hey, I just sent him to Godiwan. Oh yeah, well I got a guy you can battle about that. You know what I mean? He really wants to fight. He really wants to talk to you about that. You know what I mean? About what? Yeah, maybe you can convince him that the Trinity and all. Yeah, send him up the way. I'm busy.
Right.
You do what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whom they have confessed in the world.
Right. Go ahead.
Then began I greatly to command them that stood. Oh, Salakia. Then I began greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
They stood stiffly for the reputation of God. Right. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. We have to stand strong for the Most High. We got to be ready to die and kill.
Right.
Not kill yet. Right now we're fishing. But when the Lord give the order, you know, we're gonna do whatever the Lord say do. You do what I'm saying? But we have to stand stiff on the rules and regulations that the Lord put down. Real talk. Real talk. Because if we don't stand stiff on it, who's gonna do it? If we don't go teach the truth, who's gonna teach it? Right. IUIC, JOCCCOG, Sons of Man. No, what's their name? Sons of Thunder. Is it Sons of Thunder? Yeah. What, Sons of Thunder? Oh yeah, because they have that. Yeah, him and Godard one. Yeah.
Like when they do the debate.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
they bring a good reputation back to that.
Like who gonna do it? Watchmen for Israel. Who's gonna do it? Yeah, who's gonna do it? You know what I mean? If it's not the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, then who?
Right.
I mean, you know, they say you're too militant. Well, you know, this is a war. This is a war. This is a war. You know what I mean? What are you warring? I'm warring for your soul. What are you talking about? I'm warring for the earth.
Right.
I'm warring for you. Real talk. Well, y'all look funny y'all look funny in y'all clothes. I look funny in my clothes for you, dumbass. Can't call him dumbass, but you know what I mean? I might look funny, but you know what I mean? You know you always want to be a Power Ranger. Okay, you know what I mean? I know, yeah. Not a stain on me. Yeah. You feel me? Go ahead.
You know, I'm kind of tired of hearing people talking about that. They're like, "Oh, why y'all dressed like Power Rangers? Why y'all?" They would say dressed up.
Yeah,
dressed up. This is our culture.
Right.
We're
Like,
reawakening an ancient nation of people. You know what's funny? We can go into the scriptures and show people that because they flirted and fornicated with Babylon the Great, now all of their cultures have been compromised. And you see Chinese people wearing suits. Japanese people wearing suits. Everybody's running around in underwear, t-shirts and shorts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't got nothing to say about that. But as soon as you put on the garment of the Lord, now everybody got something to say. Everybody got something. They want you to wear a suit. They never look. I said, I'm gonna tell you like this. You ever seen Osama bin Laden wear a suit?
Yeah,
because he ain't giving up his culture for nothing.
The Saudis,
they don't wear suits, right? Oh yeah, because the guy
yeah,
that
like
they
the crown prince, all them cats, they be in they rocking their stuff.
Because they're not giving up their culture for nobody.
Right. They're too rich.
Why do I have to give up my culture? Africans wear dashikis or whatever they wear. You know what I mean? Why do I have to give up anything that I wear? Why do I have to give up my God? Why do I have to give up my language? Why do I have to give up my name? Why do I have to give up my things? You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
If why do you want to wear a suit? So I can look presentable. Presentable to who? Acceptable? Acceptable to who? I don't accept you. I don't accept that. I don't accept that suit. When you come in here, we got garments for you. Put on the garment. Get that brother a garment. It's too big. Well, it's my garment, but now it's yours. So fatten up. I don't know. Do some push-ups. You know what I mean?
Feast day, you'll get right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? I'm not it's damn near like I'm like you got to be contentious but not contentious. Like you got to damn near tell them what to do. Like, hey, because that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to tell people what to do. You dig what I'm saying? They're not gonna choose it. They're not gonna be like, oh man. Like there's gonna be people that's gonna be in the kingdom that don't know why they're there. They're gonna be in the wilderness with us and they don't know why they're there. And you're gonna have to tell them, like, hey man, do this. You know what I mean? Go over there and help them chop wood. You know what I mean? And go over here and help them start fires. Go over there and help them carry water from the river down here. You know what I mean? Hey, go over there and train with them warriors over there. You know what I mean? Why am I training with? Because you just go train with them. You know what I mean? I don't like you like to fight. Go over there and try to fight with them and let them show you how to fight for real. You do what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. Now you go over there and help him weld. You go over there and help him move that over here so we can have this and that and that and this. That's audio. Go ahead. Oh no, that's it. Go to Luke 17:7.
Come on. This is the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 7. But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him, by and by,
right,
when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat?
Right. This has something to do with us being leaders, right? So who's gonna tell their servant to go sit down when they come from the field? Go eat. Who's gonna tell them that? Right? Keep going.
Verse 8. And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself and serve me till I have eaten and drunken.
Right. Go ahead.
And afterward thou shalt eat and drink.
Now it's telling them, right? They're gonna come from the field from working, right? Now we're gonna tell the brother, right? All right, you good? Yeah. All right. Well, go get me some wine. Go get my plate and come and bring it back here and feed me. And then when they come back over there and feed them, right? Right. All right. Now you can sit down and eat. When he just been plowing your field the whole day, he's just been working the whole day. Right? While you wasn't doing nothing and he was working to better your situation just as better as his. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. Doth he thank the servant because he did the things that were commanded of him? I trow not.
Right. So he didn't thank the servant because the servant did the things for him before he ate, right? When in all actuality, us being good leaders, right? We have to let the servant, when the servant come from the field, he needs to get some nourishment and eat and drink. Why do you have to eat before him? Because you're higher rank, because you've been in the truth. You know what I mean? Because you know more. No. You're here to serve the men below you and to serve the people below you. It's our purpose. That's our purpose. You dig what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do.
Right. We have done what's our duty to do. Like they do it because it's their duty. That's right. The men below you serve because that's their duty. But in all actuality, you serve them. Right. You need to serve them because they're the ones with the problems. You have problems too, but they coming in with worse problems because you've been here for a while. They're coming in from straight off the street, drug problem, alcohol problem, women problem. You know what I mean? One probably killed somebody. You know what I mean? Like they trying not to sell drugs, even though they was just on the corner last week selling drugs, and now they coming here now. Like I need to find a job because I don't want to go sell drugs no more. What you gonna do? You gonna help them find a job, or you gonna be like, well, brother, you know what I mean? Or you gonna be like, look, this is what you need to do. When you get up early in the morning, put some clothes on, and go look for a job. You do what I'm saying? I got some links to this job, so you can go and this job be hiring like a mug. You know what I mean? So you can work at this job until the next job come. You know what I mean? You're gonna work this job and then you're gonna keep putting the applications. Then when the next job comes, something that you really can work on, that you're gonna move to that job. All right. You know what I mean? Are you gonna tell them how to get off drugs? Are you gonna tell them how to stop drinking? Are you gonna show them the way? Hey man, what I did, man, I started eating sunflower seeds, man, so I can go ahead and, you know what I mean? It gave me something to do with my hands instead of now eating sunflower seeds. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? I started chewing gum. You dig what I'm saying? So maybe try to chew gum, man. Let's go work out. Right. You know what I mean? Let's go do this. Let's go do that to get our mind off smoking and drinking, and eventually he'll get off those drugs, that drinking, and then eventually he'll be good. And he'll be like, all right, man, and then he can show the next brother that comes in how to get off drugs and how to get off alcohol. He probably have something new, like you know what I mean? I was at the bar and then was eating sunflower seeds, but I didn't want to eat no sunflower seeds. You know what I mean? So I started chewing gum. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Or I had the little sugarcane stick things. You know what I mean? I think you put name on sort of. You know what I mean? That, you dig what I'm saying? They have different ways on how to fight their demons. You dig what I'm saying? That's because we're professional demon fighters. That's right. You know what I mean? You know how they be on the movies, they go, in the name of Christ, yeah. You know what I mean? We're not faking like them. We're real. We're real demon fighters. We really fight demons. We really get people off drugs and people off crack. And you know what I mean? You dip somebody in water in this Christian church, they just come up a wet crackhead. Right. They just come up a wet alcoholic. Here, you have to put yourself through the fire of adversity and really not do crack. Really stop drinking. Really stop getting drunk. You dig what I'm saying? You really have to do that. If not, the Lord teaches the best classes. Right. You really have to stop beating your woman. You dig what I'm saying? We really have to have the integrity of the Most High. Really, we really have to do that. For real. Ain't no game. We can't play. You know what I mean? We have to really gird our loins. Right. We have to really stand up and be stiff. That's right. For the Lord. Can't be wimpy. Oh, well, I fall down 7 times, get up 8. You know what I mean? I know the scripture. How about you fall down twice, get up that 3rd time and be like, I ain't falling down again. Right. How about that? Better yet, how about you fall down once, get up that 2nd time, be like, I messed up, but it ain't gonna happen again. You dig what I'm saying? On King David. On King David. Right. The real King David. Right. You know what I mean? Not the gang leader. You know what I mean? The King of Israel. Right. Well, he's not the king no more, but his lineage. You know, you dig what I'm saying? How about that's what happened? How about that? How about you do that? You dig what I'm saying? How about we stop falling and start pulling each other up? You dig what I'm saying? How about we don't let the next brother fall? That's brotherhood. That's love. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Give me 2 Timothy 2. Start at verse 3.
Khan. This book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 3. Thou, therefore, endure hardness.
Do what?
Endure hardness.
It ain't gonna be easy. You think it's easy to get off? You think it's easy to get off crack? You don't think it's easy to get off heroin? You think it's easy to stop being violent when somebody gonna come up to you and say and throw water on you at camp? You think it's easy not to slap just, you know what I mean? You think it's easy not to slap fire from them? You've been when you was in the world, if anybody else walked up to you and threw water on you, you're gonna smack fire out of them, right? Now you in the truth, and now the captain like, you don't do it. Just threw water on me. Read that one more time.
Thou therefore endure hardness.
You do what I'm saying? Now you have to be hard on not smacking nobody and show a little mercy. Like, damn. All right. Con, sir. Or are you gonna be the one that get us all arrested? I understand. We still gonna be brothers. We still gonna be brothers. You know what I mean? Real talk. Go ahead.
As a good soldier.
As a what?
As a good soldier.
That's what we have to be now.
Right.
We have to be good soldiers. You dig what I'm saying? We have to be good soldiers. We don't just fight for, and soldiers don't fight for themselves.
Right.
Soldiers fight for the nation.
That's right.
Soldiers fight for the whole entire nation, men, women, and children. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Of Yahushua Mashiach.
Right.
Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
Right. You're not worried about child support. We're not worried about these heifers. Can't be worried about that. A heifer gonna be a heifer. Right. Oh well. You dig what I'm saying? Especially in this. That's why you need to be careful on who you marry. Because you just might be marrying that demon. You know what I mean? The throat goat. And that's the only reason why you're marrying her. But everything else is gonna be crazy. Crazy. You're gonna battle. Like when you right now, in this time right now, do you really want to battle about Christmas? Do you want to battle about Christmas at home with your wife? Do you want to battle about Easter at home with your wife? Think about this. You gotta go out here and battle about Christ and the Most High and his rules and regulations and his life. You got to battle black people on not loving Kirk. Do you want to go home and have to battle your wife about Christmas and about her teaching kids Easter and birthdays? Come on now. You got to think about these things. Yeah, she got a fat booty. Yeah, she's beautiful, got a fat booty, all of that. She's over there dancing, moving that thing. You're like, ooh, yeah. But then you gotta sit back and think. She might be a mental patient. You know what I mean? She might bust all the windows out your car. She might slash all your tires just because you was at camp. Think about this. And then you was at camp all day and then came home from camp. And then she's like, oh, I can't wait for my man to get home. You know what I mean? Because you've been at class all week, right? So you ain't really been nurturing thy marriage. Right? So then you go, you go to camp on Saturday, right? We go to camp on Friday. So Thursday's out the question. Thursday night out the question. Right. Friday, we go to camp. Saturday, we go to camp. So Friday, when you get off of camp, is Saturday, that's out the question. And then Sunday, we got what? Scripture breakdown. So when you come from camp on Saturday, out the question. You do what I'm saying? You might after that, after class, maybe you can go home and do something. But if you got kids, it's not the question. Because the kids gonna be running around. Mom, look, mom. Hold on, I'm busy, baby. Hold on, I'm busy. I'm cooking. Mom, look. Hold on, baby. I'm busy. I'm cooking. Mom, look. All right, what? That what you wanted me to see? Like, you dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? And then we got class on Monday again. Right. Then we got class on Tuesday again. Then we got class on Wednesday again. Thursday scripture breakdown. Friday, back at camp. Right. Think about it. Do you really want to be fighting about that?
And that just goes to show how that scripture lines up. It says, "They that have wives be as though they have none."
Right.
Because it's like the truth really is what you have to treasure the most.
Right.
You have to put in the most time on this. You have to put all of your effort on this. The other day when we was having a conversation and Officer Gadiwan, he was talking about, I was like, that's all I think about, And I was like, I get that.
Right.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. And I see that in brothers like yourself, you know what I mean? There's just like that zeal is on fire, you know what I mean? And that's infectious. Brothers that see that and realize that, damn, the scripture says every man seek their own salvation with fear and trembling, but it's like when we doing this together, it's like even your own individual battles, you start overcoming because you see your brothers doing it day in and day out, and then you really start to believe in this thing, like really doing it, you know what I'm saying? Really battling demons, really overcoming flaws, and being disciplined.
Because brother, I'm finna go home, and I'm finna go home and put kids to bed, and brother, I'm finna go to sleep, and brother, I'm finna be up at 3:00 in the morning back at work. You know what I'm talking about? You do what I'm saying? After working all day today with the brother, and I'm here today teaching class. I can care less because this is what's important. Right. I figure I do this to the best of my abilities. Right. I keep all the commandments of the Lord. I teach the commandments of God. I give my life to the Most High, and the Most High gonna take care of the rest.
That's right.
I really don't even have to worry about anything else. You know what I mean? You're gonna argue with your rib. Let your rib argue with herself. I'm going to camp. You know what I mean? If you don't like me going to camp, take me to council. Right. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. But what do you do with a rib that's in the world that don't give a damn about your counsel? And she's gonna tell you that too. Right. Give a damn about Captain Yatzazak. That's what she gonna say. Yeah. Like what? Yeah. Give a damn about General Muhammad. Care about him? She didn't even call him General. She gonna call him Muhammad. That's what she gonna say. You're gonna be like, you better put some respect on them names. What? You know what I mean? Like real talk. So you gotta think about these things, because when new brothers come in and young brothers come in, they're gonna be looking at you. They're gonna be looking at you like, you know what I mean? And you gotta be the one to be like, hey man, don't make that mistake I made. All right. You know what I mean? Do it like this, do it like that. You're gonna have to teach them. You have to become teachers. You dig what I'm saying? And you're gonna can't be a hypocrite. You got to show them. Keep going on that scripture. I think we're over the time.
That he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Right, because you got to please Christ. Right. That's who we're here to please, Christ and the Most High. I'm not here to please my woman. You better be trying to please Christ too. You know what I mean? You ain't made it in there either. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Better be trying to make them camp meals. You do what I'm saying? You better be trying to pick up something to do for the feast of the Lord. Right. You better be trying to bring some new decorations in the house of the Lord. You better be trying to do something. Better be trying to get a food program, clothing program, something. You better be on my lawn like Sluggy, sir. When can we go back out and feed and help feed the homeless and clothe? You better be trying to do something. You ain't made it either, sister girl. You know what I mean? Yeah, how was your mom thought about shimmy outside? It's time to be. I'm trying to tell you, but at home be a raven and wolf. At home be a dragon, fire breathing dragon. Charizard. Y'all know who Charizard is, bro. If the real ones know. Yeah. You feel me? You feel me? Real talk. Real talk. Here be like, how was your mom thought about shimmy outside? Yes, sir. Are you ready to go home? Hey, go home, black man. Don't talk to me. Damn, we were just at the school. You was like, yeah, baby. So, no. Let me fix your plate. I made you a plate to go to because I know you be hungry. You get home. That's my plate. I thought you made a plate for me for work tomorrow. No, that's my plate. I got to work tomorrow too. You ain't you didn't make me no plate. Trying to tell you. Trying to tell y'all. Y'all got to think about these things. All right. Drop down to verse 10.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 10. Therefore I endure all things from the Salakia. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake.
Right. Go ahead.
That they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach, Yahushai, with eternal glory.
Right. That's why you do it, for the elect's sake. You might might be the elect, but the young brothers that's coming in is the elect too.
Right.
So you got to go through all things for them too.
Right.
Not just yourself. Got to go through things for me too. Sometimes I might, like yesterday. Hey man, I tire busted. I need you to teach class. I'll teach class for you tomorrow. Then I hit Cappy, I'm like, hey, I might need you to teach class today. You know what I mean? I can't do it, sir. I might be I think I'm gonna be at work. All right, well, you know what I mean? Let me go. Let me see what I can do. Like, you feel me? Had to hustle and bustle to get here, but I got here. You do what I'm saying? I hustled and bustled to get here, but I got here. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Because this is what's important, and I feel like we needed this class. We needed this class. You dig what I'm saying? Because we have a higher purpose.
Right.
And right now we can't be lackadaisical. You know what I mean? We can't be like, oh, putting it off 90%. We can't be 90%. We got to be 105.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You think LeBron and them won championships for being a 90%? No, right. You think Tom Brady was 90%? No, Tom Brady was, you know what I mean? So we got to be, this is our profession.
Right.
So we have to be better.
Right.
Better than the rest. You dig what I'm saying? All right. Any more questions? Are we good? Capiar? With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Capiar.
This is Isupk security announcements. We're the Isupk start out. One was 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to show themselves the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Maestro means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest. It's not mandatory, it's whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the memorial of blowing of trumpets. First day of the 7th month, starting Sunday, 21st September 2025. And you can find this and read it in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 to 25.
That's this Sunday. This Sunday, guys. This Sunday. Sundown. 7 o'clock. Don't be late. Be on time. Early.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarf. And this will conclude the Isupk City announcements.
All right. If I'm right, this is the beginning of like all the feast days coming back to back to back, right? Yeah. You're coming back to back to back, and in the middle of that is what? The Day of Atonement. I don't know, but huh? What, September 30th? I thought it was October.
It might be October. Look at it. So like, September 30th.
Oh, there it is. Hey, I know I can't work because I be going through it when I work on the Day of Atonement. I be going through it. I be starved. I be like, and it seems like everything you pass, you be like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, Caviar, you salute us out. Yeah, it's the Shamar that suits us out now. Suits. With a microphone.
Just put it back over there, sir. Yeah, you put it over there, didn't you?
Yeah,
Everybody at Majum, which means to stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Individual Amajum Shabbat, Amajum Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah, Yad Yamata. We're going to turn and face the sisters to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Individual Amajum Shabbat, Amajum Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatah by Shem Yahushua, Yad Yamata. Class dismissed.